Hello, and welcome to Money Mystery No More. This is a credit repair call-out. We are going to discuss a few credit-related things so you understand the ins and outs of how it works and how to make it work for you. This means having a strong credit score too, because if it is lousy now, it doesn't have to stay that way. You can make it great. To get the most out of this, learn what impacts your credit score along with methods of credit repair by keeping it simple. It's awesome. And remember, hit that subscribe button to keep getting the latest and greatest information. Okay, let's remove the mystery. When it comes to a person's long-term financial implications, it's interesting to look at retirement because there are trends by the time a person retires, including their credit behavior. The retirement situation shows roughly 40% of people rely on Social Security for more than half of their income, and as recently as 2023, there were 9 out of 10 folks over the age of 65 already receiving those benefits. Shockingly, the typical retired person is only getting about $1,900 a month from Social Security. How disappointing, knowing that many have contributed paycheck after paycheck for 40 plus years. That's $23,000 per year. That $23,000 per year pittance isn't quite the safety net expected. Having strong credit, therefore, is a smart money tactic to have in place, especially long before retirement. It may certainly impact the financial situation during retirement, and strong credit can only help. How you handle your money early on can have a major impact later on. This is basically a credit repair call-out to have strong credit early in life so it's less stress later in life. Having strong credit is a smart money tactic, a strategy or behavior tied to your money-related transactions to get your desired outcome based on your actions. Like a little hack, you can save, earn, or make more by learning such tactics so your money works in your favor, creating a good credit score and strong credit. Keeping a bit broad, a credit score is a number showing the risk you pose to a lender. A lender can be someone or some institution that loans you money. It's a way to gauge how likely you are, as the borrower, to repay a loan on time. Credit scores typically range from a 300 to an 850. Higher scores are good if you are borrowing money because you have a better chance to get approved and maybe get a lower interest rate. A high number shows that you have been responsible when it comes to controlling your debt. A low number shows the opposite, often leads to rejections from lenders, or it leads to high interest rates. In some cases, like insurance, bad credit might mean you are required to pay high premiums. So a high number is good, a low number is not good, and if too low, it's bad. Don't worry though, even if you have a low score now, you can get a high score. When you think of bad credit, maybe your credit card comes to mind, or your multiple credit cards, along with the related credit card debt, stirring up some anxiety and stress. If that's the case, you are not alone. In fact, a recent report showed nearly 10% of credit card balances are paid late. Studies also show that credit card debt can lead to all kinds of health issues and even mess with your daily routine effectiveness. That's because credit cards are loans from a lender to you, and the money you use must be paid back. The financial institution that gave you a credit card is basically letting you borrow money from them at a price, interest, and maybe fees. Each time you swipe that card, you borrow more money, and you must pay it back. You surely know that, but a startling stat showing over 80% of Americans have a credit card, while most juggle 3 to 4 cards with a running balance of just over $6,000, should surprise you. Imagine that. Those numbers mean there are nearly 1 billion credit cards in use just in the United States, with a running balance close to $1 trillion. Wow! Those shocking numbers get even bigger as balances continue to climb and incur monthly interest and fees. Poorly managed credit cards are wreaking havoc on consumers' credit scores, which leads us to understanding the credit score, how it's generated, and even how your credit card may help you. You can get a better grasp on controlling your score to make it stronger. Generally speaking, there are 2 major credit scoring companies, FICO and Vintage Score, each with their own scoring method. FICO is the big kahuna in the credit business. The Fair Isaac Corporation, FICO, credit risk score is composed of financial details within a borrower's credit report, and it's used to calculate a projected credit risk score. Companies often use that score to determine what they should offer a person or borrower, such as how much money and what interest rates to offer for a loan, what tier of insurance coverage to offer and at what cost, and sometimes whether to qualify a candidate for a job based on the level of fiscal responsibility demonstrated. As the prominent player in the business, about 90% of top lenders use the FICO model and their credit score when deciding if they should lend money or issue credit. Vantage Score is another credit scoring method actually developed by Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Figuring out a person's score is done nearly the same way, except Vantage Score only requires one trade line with no age requirement. They both have different versions in use also. This means you might have a different credit score from loan company A versus loan company B because various lenders can use whatever version they want. Yes, company A might be using FICO score 8, while company B uses FICO 10 Suite, with company C using Vantage Score version 3, 4, or even 4+. Be aware of this and varying scores when you're out shopping around. Just knowing about FICO and Vantage Score offers some relief when considering credit repair strategies, especially if your credit card is the root cause of a bad score. There are other methods to fix your credit score, but learning to use a credit card responsibly is a fast, effective, easy, proven method to improve your credit score through 7 simple steps. 1. Use cash unless it's not available for a critical or emergency purchase. 2. Keep the balance low, or better yet, pay it off each month. 3. Make multiple payments each month. 4. Avoid all interest and fees by knowing your card's billing cycles and rules. 5. Never buy consumable and perishable items on credit because their value is gone once you consume them, but you still owe money for it. 6. Restrict your credit card for items with longevity. This includes furniture, like a chair or desk, pet kennels, or educational subscriptions, as they'll be around many years and provide long-term value. 7. Never be late on the payment, period. The benefit of using the 7 steps is you avoid late fees, extra charges, excessive interest, and the ongoing stress of credit debt. As stated, it's a fast, effective, and proven method to improve your credit score. No score is so low that you can't improve it and even get the coveted 850. Honestly, it's possible if you will also consider some additional common and trusted alternate methods. In addition to the 7 credit card steps just discussed, these extra 7 alternate ideas will improve and repair your credit score if you will engage some focus and discipline. Do the following 7 things. 1. Make money on the side. Have a side hustle. Maybe an online business that's not time intensive, such as affiliate marketing, selling something, consulting in something you're an expert of, or get monetized by social media. 2. Choose any loan wisely by comparing lenders. Look at the APR, fees, early payoff, payment schedule, etc. You may save hundreds if not thousands of dollars. 3. Be credit card savvy by learning some neat hacks about credit cards through my video, Credit Cards and Credit Card Use. 4. Budget your money. Forecast your income and expenses. 5. Use auto deduction and auto pay so bills are always paid on time. 6. Shop around for all bigger ticket items like appliances, computers, furniture, vacuums, refrigerators, and so forth. Shopping around is the smartest way to put more money in your pocket because it will be money saved. And finally, 7. Review your credit report and dispute any errors at least annually. Those 7 alternate ideas help with your credit repair strategy because they all help you save, make, or earn more money. This flexibility may lead to paying down debt with less late fees, lower interest costs, and more financial discipline, all resulting in credit repair and an improved credit score. Remember, your score is comprised of financial details within your credit report. That credit report gets created over time through a historical analysis of your financial transactions. It's all collected by major credit bureaus, also known as credit agencies. They give companies an official credit report about all consumers. Credit bureaus don't assign your credit score. They collect lots of financial behavior and data on you to create the credit report about you, which will also include the information from the credit scoring company like FICO or Vantage Score. They are looking at things like your bill payment history, the number of loans you have and the balance of each, your current debt, your bankruptcy history, and even lawsuit records. There are actually several credit agencies collecting this type of information, but most people think of Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Whether your credit repair strategy involves a credit card strategy, the alternate ideas, or a combination of them, learn how bureaus and scoring agencies work so you can manage your credit report and credit score accordingly. With FICO, the most heavily used, get to know these 5 rough numbers that your score is comprised of. 35% is payment history, and the most important factor. 30% is accounts owed. It's your total amount of outstanding debt. 15% is length of credit history. 10% is credit mix, the type of debts like car loan, credit cards, etc. And 10% is new credit. The score itself will range from the poor 300 to the exceptional 850. Anything under 670 is poor or fair, while 670 to 739 is good and your starting point target. With 740 through 799 being very good, you'll start getting great deals, while 800 to 850 is exceptional and pretty rare, so it's awesome. Take all that stuff and remember your data and score are gathered from lots of your personal financial information and then packaged and sold to businesses like lenders, potential employers, insurance companies, and rental property owners. Taking action to implement a credit card strategy or alternate strategies to effectively and responsibly manage the improvement of your credit score through credit repair is a significant accomplishment. Congratulations! Let this credit repair call out motivate you to keep learning and be in charge of your score by keeping it simple. Remember, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you keep getting the latest and greatest information from Money Mystery No More. I'll see you in the next video.